Hello guys, in this episode let's go to the laavu. I will fell down some trees, and I need to plan to make us a wood shed and like outdoor outdoor toilet. Yeah, let's go there and plan some shit. Alright, it's spring here already. We had a really cold winter and now it starts to go to the spring. It's still cold and it will be some minus degrees next week. Now it's pretty warm. It's a little bit sunny and a good day to be outdoors. So let's go guys. So I will be doing here a couple of different things. I will be a little bit cleaning up the forest. It's actually like the side of the crop field here. And here are some aspen growing on. I like it's a nice tree, but there is a lot of them. I did cut maybe half of them a couple of years ago already. But they are growing really close, too close for each other, and I want to get a couple of big ones, not like 50 small ones that looks crappy. So it could be too late already to do this because they are pretty tall, but usually you mark with this thing the trees what you want to cut down, but now I will leave here maybe 5 of them or something, and I will cut everything else away. So I will mark only the trees what I will leave here. So the best ones will stay and the other ones they have to leave. I'm sorry trees, but I will use them when I build stuff. They will look awesome when I peel them off, and when they are aging they're getting gray. I like the aspen, so let's do it. So the trees are marked, and the reason that I marked them is that now I can actually check that now it looks somewhat nice. These will stay and another one doesn't stay. I can see like the whole picture. And usually the best option with the aspen would be that I would peel it when it's still living, and then it will die there. Because now I know when I'm going to cut this in the springtime, it will be growing this small stuff everywhere, but it's growing here already. So no harm done. I will clean them a little bit also, and yeah, then I have a lot of branches, like piles of branches here every place. I will try to get all of them to the field, and someday when we want, we can have a huge fire there and we can burn the witches there. That's the Finnish habit, what we do. We will catch the witches and we will burn them in there. So yeah, let's put the saw going on. Do I remember how this works? So I have a So I did cut down about, I don't know, 30 of aspens, and I left there like 1 dozen of them and a couple of smaller ones. And I did find out there is some spruce, some pine trees coming up there already. That's really nice. Now they have a light to grow. And now the next project is behind me. That's maybe my favorite part of the forest what I own. But the problem is it's really dark now and the light is usually coming that way. But I have this spruce covering the front of this forest and making like a wall that the light doesn't grow there. So usually the trees die there pretty early and there's not any small trees coming up. So I will be clearing a hole in here to get more light in the forest. Alrighty, I'm pretty tired. I haven't been eating and not much drinking either, so I will make a fire using the fire steel. I'm too tired. Well, the powers, sometimes I work too much and I'm out of power. Let's see if I can make the fire when I'm really tired. So there was actually three trees I fell down. They left hanging the other tree. The problem here is that the trees are usually growing so closely together. Yeah, this works. So the trees are growing too close together, and when I fell one tree, all the branches are, you know, stuck together, so they don't really want to go down alone. So it's not a big deal. I will take some rope tomorrow, and maybe I will take the climbing rope and I can make a 3-to-1 pulley system. I don't think I need it. I think I'm just a little bit pulling it and they will come down. But now I'm too tired to do that. So we make a fire here and drink some water. I wish I had a beer, but I don't. So I will drink water. I think maybe somebody has been in our laavu. The axe was in a different position than normally. And also the fire still wasn't in the place where I usually put it. Strange. Yeah. And I felt like somebody has been using the firewood. He didn't have it so much that I don't know. But anyway, usually when people have a forest, they have some kind of strategy how they will use it. Some people doesn't want to do anything with it, and some people want it to be looking beautiful. Some people want to get some money from the trees, and I want a little bit everything. I want that it looks nice, but I want to be sure that it's growing, that there is new trees coming on, and everything is looking great. So I'm a little bit fixing the stuff because my family has been cutting down the forest like 100 years here. So I will fix the forest a little bit to look like it's a little bit more natural. Yeah, I don't know if I can really do that, but then I have to fell some trees and I will build some stuff from them. I will burn some of the firewood. I will use some of the twigs and stuff to burn witches. So I use everything of the forest and nothing goes to waste. Yeah, but let's see you tomorrow. I will chill out here a little bit and warm up the sauna, and maybe my wife is bringing me beer, and then tomorrow we will continue. See you. Good morning, guys. I have the rope here. I can pull a couple of those trees there, but first I will clean the forest a little bit from the branches and stuff. So I have my big self-made laavu. I will use this one, and also I have the saw. I think it's the fish cars, maybe. I'm not sure, but it's this kind of saw. But first, there's a big pile of branches. There has been there like 10 or 20 years, and I never got them away from the forest. So maybe it could burn. Let's try that. I will take some stuff from here and maybe I can set it in fire and then watch out that it doesn't spread. But it's really moist here. It's a springtime, so we don't have much to afraid of. But let's try it. So here is the really big pile of twigs. They have been lying here maybe 20 years. And you can see down there it's the big birch. It fell down during a storm. I think it was in the fall. I will fix that later also. But I have a free tip for all of you who wants to burn these piles of twigs and branches. I see it all the time in the YouTube that people make really huge fire under the pile of shit, and they use all kind of butan torches and stuff like that. And then you have a lot of smoke going on, and the smoke comes because, you know, this is all wet, or it can be green wood, and you try to burn it like by force, so it makes a lot of smoke. But if you put the fire on the top of the pile, then it goes naturally down. It will heat down the ground all the time when it's burning, and when something is warmed up and the moisture is gone off, then it ignites and burns. Simple stuff. So I will put it on the top, and I usually always, pretty much always, I ignite all the fires, campfires and stuff like that from the top, because it works much better. So I will pile some bigger woods down, and then I will put some smaller ones on top of it. So I have a really small fire on the top there. I just leave it there and leave it burning. Sometimes when it starts to burn, it drops down. Maybe it gets out of firewood. Then I can feed it up a little bit more with some good burning wood. Another thing what I can do, I can see that these are somewhat dry. I can start feeding these actually on the top there already. But I just leave it there and I will watch it from the distance, and I think it's going to burn nicely later. I did pile there a bunch of wet twigs, but then I have the burner going on pretty nicely. You can see there's not much of smoke. Just a small cloud of smoke. And that's because I did ignite it from the top. So it's a little bit mayhem up here. I have a lot of those aspen treetops, branches, and I have these spruce and the pine tree stuff what I did fell down, and it's a mess. Now I see I have a cutting down to that forest area already, and I will clean this up. Then we can pull those 2 trees in there down. But first we want to be safe, so I will clear this shit out here. So my idea is not to burn everything with the witches. I haven't started the witch hunt yet even, so I will you see how good this Finnish laavu is? Usually like one chop and it's off. So what I will do, I will save the little bit bigger pieces and cut them later to the firewood, because they are okay firewood. So when it's a size of a wrist or something, then I will save these. I will pile them from some side, and I will burn them after 2 years when they are dry. Right guys, change of plans. I will not make the witch hunt this year, so I've decided to, it's much easier if I make a fire in here also, and I can clean up the nearby forest here. I already took some twigs from the close by, and there's also some green wood here, so now it's going to make a little bit more smoke. But I try to keep the fire small, and I take account of the direction of the wind, so I will not get too big fire, because if you are burning it from the side where the wind is going to travel the fire, then it's going to move the fire really quickly. But if I feed the fire from the other side, then it doesn't get so much of fire and the speed. So I don't have anything to crazy to ignite it. I try if this burns, but it's springtime. Everything was covered with the snow a little bit just a while ago, and also there's still ice under this. Okay, this doesn't work. I will get something to ignite it, and let's continue then. I did find some birch bark, so I hope this works. Birch bark is the best thing for igniting shit. It's a surprisingly big wind, so the wind helps us to burn this stuff, but also it can be dangerous if the fire gets out of control. That's why I usually clear up a little bit the surroundings around the fire before I will set it up fire. Yeah, we put some of these here, and I'm pretty sure it's going to, I will leave it here and gather some branches, and this will burn quite soon. Alrighty, I did put a third fire on there, and the sun is getting down already. It's 4:30, so it's getting dark, and I'm getting hungry. I didn't eat anything again. But yeah, when I was talking about the thing that I'm cleaning the forest, I know some of you maybe are upset already that it's really stupid to clean the forest. You need to leave some trees there, the rotten. It's the most important tree in the forest, and you're absolutely right. So I will show you a little bit that forest what I have back there, so you know. Let's go, and I can show you. I have the fire here, and I cleaned up the place pretty well already. And let's enter the forest. So the fallen trees are the best. The twigs and branches, they are not so good, because they are not, you saw after 20 years they don't go anywhere. They're still there because they're high up in the ground and they don't really get the moist. So I have actually a lot of fallen trees here everywhere. It's the nicest forest I have here. So it's full of fallen trees, and I will actually leave them there. So it's going to be okay. Okay, soon I will fell a couple of trees I have left. Alright, that didn't go so well. I will do it later. I got the one spruce down with the rope, but those two guys left there behind you, and it's okay. I will take the pulley system here, and I will make the 3-to-1 pulley system what I used to use before also, and it will be fine. If I'm really lucky I could get the storm or some wind, and that would drop them down, but I don't really think so. They're pretty hard there. The branches are like all together, and yeah, with 3-to-1 pulley I can pull them here, no problems. I don't want to do it now when I have a fire here, so the rope is going too close to the fire. But that's it. I will check that shit later, and I will burn a little bit stuff here, and then I will go eating. But a little bit boring session. Next time we will plan how to make the wood shed. Okay, see you.